Alright, hello, we have a game. Let's see, a lizard man. Let's have a look at their stats first. Okay, pretty decent. Oh, they've got all sorts of injuries going on. And looks like they've got a few players missing. How many do they actually have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they're one down. Most of these injuries aren't really huge. The armor value is pretty bad. But the movement ones are livable. Strength 5 is... yeah, it's still a pretty solid team. A Saurus with sidestep is really curious. Pretty decent though. So yeah, they have a decent amount to spend as well. My guess is they've been hurt by chaos a few times. Okay, not going for an extra player unless they're about to really overspend. Which is potentially good for us because that means everyone we move off is more permanent. They've got a couple of mighty blow guys, as you'd expect. Their best skink isn't here, which is really good. Their skinks are just basic, which is really nice. They're taking their time here. I'd be tempted to... I'd have been tempted, I think, if I was them, to switch out the KO reroll for, I don't know, either a cheap star player or just a journeyman. Just so you have the extra player for when things go wrong. But maybe things won't go wrong. Whereas I knew, I guess he's right at the end of the light. I didn't see him. That's weird. I was kind of waiting to see our new tentacles guy. Maybe I just missed him. I guess we'll go on offense. There he is. Bear. Finally fulfilling his destiny. Let's see if he makes it through this game. Potentially pretty useful actually with all the skanks. Yeah, I mean, I assume the sidestep is to tandem with the frenzy. We need to remember they have frenzy. But I don't 100% understand it. Because you can just get stand firm. I think I'd have been more tempted to get dodge. I don't know, it's a weird one, honestly. Because I guess it's to help protect you once you've gone all the way up to the side of the field. So this guy is dangerous with break tackle. This guy's dangerous with break tackle. Do we have any dodge yet? No, we don't. The one dodge guy we lost. This is another good game for Weasel here. And we should probably get our wrestle guy on the field. Might mean less rerolls. Part of me wants to save him for the second half because he's a useful sacker. But we do have Rabbit hanging around as well. And you know, not having to reroll your blocks is nice. The wizard is a thing. There's a lot to bear in mind here. Okay, so let's get him on straight away. And yeah, let's switch those two. Okay, can we crack this front line? I mean, we have strength 5 as well, so we should be able to. Right. So if I pop a couple guys here, he will now be... Yeah, I can punch into the middle there. Then if we push him away, we can punch that way. Can we? We can if we leave somebody on the side. And then... Where are we going to try and blitz? Honestly, I'm really tempted to try and... we might blitz in with the Minotaur, anybody that stays standing along here. Alright. But yeah, we should be able to do something about that front there. We don't really want our tackle on the front line. Let's put our wrestle. We'll kind of guard the sides as best we can in case of a blitz. Then we've got a couple guys who are not very far back, but far enough back they could potentially react. Maybe we don't do it this way though. Maybe we do it this way. So that these guys are more inside. Okay, yeah, I think I'm happy enough with that. Okay, that is not a very deep kick. Who do we want to go try and grab that? Let's see. I guess we... Yeah, we'll try for it with Badger. I really kind of want Eagle to score, but you know, if I put him here and it bobbles over here, then it's kind of out of Badger's range. So let's do it this way. Alright, the nice thing is now we can kind of retract somewhat. Set up a partial cage at least. And see if we can hit some guys. Okay, so we just got to push. We actually can follow on that because we'll continue to provide guard. Okay, very nice. And we can follow on that as well. He does not have block. Okay, no dice there. So I think here we go after this guy with the Minotaur. One, two, three, yeah. It should be a 2 dice into a 2 dice, even if he doesn't stand firm, which I don't expect him to. Yeah, because we have the 2 guys here, plus we're strength 6. Very nice. Alright, stun is decent. We will get counter hit here for sure. Do I come in here? Yeah, I think I do. We do have the wizard to worry about. So I can't leave this completely open back here. So I just moved the mic around a bit, so I've got to make sure I'm in the right sort of place. Are you just sitting in the enchanted forest watching them work? Nice. It's true. I guess he's thinking about using the wizard here, because this has taken him a long time to get going. Okay, he's used it first. Okay. I did not expect that. But he did get enough to get through on the ball carrier. Failed to get the crocs up. That's actually really handy, because that does give us some reaction potential. He used the wizard over here. That's fascinating. I mean, he hit his own guys. I don't think it hurt either of them. So he actually got kind of... Hang on. Did he not hit his own guys? Did he... It hit this area, right? So that should have hit 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, so he failed on bear, moose, stag. Wolf. Stoat. Hang on, did it not hit any of his guys? Does it? Maybe it doesn't hit them because they're already down? I thought it still hit people that are down because it has a chance to injure, but I guess not. So yeah, he can definitely get in here and get the ball free. We just have to hope that our good reactive players can do something. I assume... Oh, he's got frenzy, so he can push this out. That actually works better for him. Okay, he's not going to try and reroll that. Did land next to Chaos Warrior, which is great. The early fireball has really did really throw me off there. But I'm not completely against it. Does he still come in and try and get this maybe? This is just carnage in here. Okay, so he's just going for a surround on it right now. I assume he's just going to get this skink on the ball as well. Okay, so it's stunned 2 of our guys, which is bad. It's not really what we want, but we will push up on it. Oh, I should have hit that first. I didn't realize he was there. Okay. Not a big disaster. I think we're going to come in here. We'll hit this skink while we have the chance. And we'll follow up on that. So, we have a couple of options. We could do this. And honestly, that might be our best choice. Because this guy has... sidestep could come in handy from here. Let's put this guy here, I think. And then let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, the knockdown is also nice. And I think we do follow up. Okay, 1 skink down. Okay, that is good. Are we out of the woods yet? Definitely 100%, absolutely not. Because this guy, I mean, we can at least hopefully push this guy away. Like, so he doesn't get a free block on this guy. He's going to have to use a blitz still, but this guy is not caged up in any way. And we will stay. And we can take a hit on this skink if we want. Yeah, let's follow that. So it's on a wrestle guy, so if he doesn't use a block to hit us, we could potentially just not use wrestle and end his turn. Drop the ball, so that's... I suppose if you want to kind of look at one positive of it being on Merlin, that would be it. It's not who we'd normally choose. Okay, is he going to do some chain push shenanigans here? I don't think there's any great chain push. Okay. Okay, I guess he can at least move the Crocs into a position he prefers them, although he walked him over there, so... Now he does have a hit here. Okay, that's pretty great. Because he's kind of moving our guard in closer, which may not have an influence, but it doesn't hurt, that's for sure. I mean, maybe he'll hit him with this guy now. That's a 1 dice. Everything's a 1 dice to this guy now, which is good. Okay, so he gets this guy with guard in, so he can maybe hit this guy with 2 dice. Having no sidestep skinks here is really handy. Oh, is this the blitz? Okay, I don't think that's what he wanted. Didn't end his turn, but it's not what he wanted. What was he going to do? Was he going to... I mean, he couldn't push this guy into this guy, so... Keep forgetting he has Frenzy. Now he's deciding if he wants to stay where he is or if he wants to push us away. Yeah, we got to get away from these Saurus. This is painful. It's not going to be easy though. Is he going to have the skink do a 1 dice? Yeah, I'm feeling very overwhelmed for strength right now between the guard and the strength 4. But let's see what we can do. I'm trying not to make... I kind of want to start planning, but I don't want to really plan too hard till I know exactly what's going on. Alright, so the skinks got out. Okay. So, who's doing what? You are just getting up. You are going to, I guess mark this guy for now. It doesn't stop him from dodging away, but I mean it does mean it's not automatic at least. Only got a 1 dice in there. Could hit this guy. That didn't work out for us. Alright, How are we gonna get a little less pressure going here? I guess if this skink would move, that would be nice. Okay, he did move. Okay, so now that gives us a 2 dice here. Okay, that's good. Because now we can follow up our guard into this space. No claw result, really. I think we'll stay where we are on that one. Now we could come around and blitz this guy, hopefully off. Right now I think that makes the most sense. Okay, then we come over here. 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 And now, do you want to move? No. Okay, fair enough. That's a tense one. He's probably going to stay where he is again. If he doesn't, we're just going to move him next to this guy. Okay. And do we want to follow? No, I think we want to keep this guy. I think we want to keep things spaced up as we can. So we know we're not safe, but if he blitzes this guy is still free, which is good. Like, I mean, he's still up. If he blitzes this guy, then this guy is still up. As long as one of these two guys is up, we have a reasonable chance of holding on to the ball here. Will we ever get it down the field? I don't know. Could we see some skink shenanigans? Definitely. Yeah, this is a bit of a thinker of a game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's a long way around for even for a skink. Him doing 2 dodges is risky because he's liable to use break tackle on one of them. That's the reason I put this guy here and this guy here, so that it wasn't just a. It's not easy break tackling. Sometimes it's a bit risky, but sometimes you can use the ball carrier himself to make the tackle zones tricky. Okay, Eagle's down. It's kind of his job right now though, just to fall over. Yeah, I mean, the ball being on the wrestle guy could definitely come back to hurt us. But that wasn't choice. It's just where it ended up. I'd rather it was there than on the floor, so... And at least if somebody does blitz him, I guess, and gets a both down, I suppose we at least wrestle that person down so it's one less tackle zone on the ball. What's he planning here? I'm not really sure. Okay. A lot of armor breaks so far. Looks like he's going to try and surround the ball again. He's already using his full turns. So I expect some skinks incoming. Okay. Alright, so first things first, you stand up. You maybe stand up? Okay, very nice. There's a skink there as well that we should not forget about. Oh, so much guard over here. Okay, how do we do this? I mean, you are free, right? Yeah. We could actually... yeah, that's not going to work though, is it? Well, no, it could. It could. If we were to move this guy here... Okay, that's not quite what we were hoping for. We'll follow up on that. But it does kind of make something of a path through. So if we were able to knock this guy down, or even off... Down is better. Then suddenly that is really helpful. Can bring this guy around here. Bring this guy all the way through. Are we in safety? Definitely 100% not, but gotta take what you can get. I suppose we could try this. Okay, that is good. Do we follow on that? You don't have guard. I think we do follow. We gotta try and stay in that area. Get our claw working maybe there to get a stun. And honestly, that's about all we can do. Keeping this guy as locked in as we can is important. They have skinks that are free. Yeah, no, I think this is as good as we can do. Let's see. They might be able to sort of sneak something out here. But this guy is double marked, so even if they knock one of these guys off, he's still marked. This guy is marked on both sides, which is awkward. This guy is not marked, but he's a little ways away. Like, avoiding the break tackle, I mean, yeah, avoiding the break tackle sources is a huge priority at this stage. We haven't been able to really get our tentacles helping us out a whole lot here. He could knock over the Minotaur, and then he's got 2 skinks. He has 3 skinks free, if that works, to actually get assists and a block. But we do still have Badger close by. Okay, down goes Wolf. Is there a plan to this, or is this just... oh boy. Our armor is not holding the best. I think we let that one go, actually, at this stage. Maybe I'll regret that. They might also blitz the Saurus onto him, like blitz the Minotaur down and run over. There's a lot of thinking on his turn and sort of doing things very last second. Which, admittedly we do sometimes, but he's definitely doing it a lot. So I think we are going to see the... oh, he's got a bonehead. That's... actually, that could be huge. I don't know if he... is he going to try a reroll here? No. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty huge. Okay, going for the 2 dice against. Interesting. Interesting choice. Okay. So you are now free to move on up. And I think that's what we're going to do. Even though he could be useful down here, we're getting into the second half of the half, so... I don't know, do we? Or do we get in here and... he just really outstrengths us. I think it's almost better just using the Beastman to kind of hold this area. You just need to get up. Definitely considering hitting the skink, because I could maybe work my way into that skink. Let's see. So where are we going to go with the ball? I think we are going to get some distance with the ball. So where can you get to? You could get to here. You could get to here. Do we have a viable blitz? Yes. Oh, I know that. Okay. An armor break on them is nice. Okay, and you are just a regular guy, so you can help out here to try and stop them being able to move these guys. Also frees up our tackle guy to come in over here. Now, one of these guys is going to get freed up, but that is, you can't keep everybody out of the loop. Well, that was a little bit sad. But overall, not a bad turn. I think he's just looking at that before he does it to see his options, because I don't know why you... Not entirely sure why you wouldn't throw that block before you do it. I suppose it's not a fully reliable block. Yeah, until the Minotaur gets knocked over, we do have tentacles on all the skinks right now, which is just exactly what we'd want. The question is how many of the Saurus can kind of get back down the field to threaten us. Is he going to try and move this guy through here? Probably. Okay, couple GFIs. No problem. Stag goes down as we anticipated. Would have been nice if he could have got some skink pressure first, but traditionally his armor will break. Yeah, he likes to do everything in the last 3 seconds of the turn, which is unfortunate. And then going for another 2 dice against here. And that one worked out just fine. Okay, he got away from the tentacles. Alrighty, so let's see. We do want to hold this guy up. Our tackle is holding this guy up as of right now. I suppose if he's going to surf Eagle, he's going to surf Eagle. This is nice because now he has to block as he can't really dodge away from us with diving tackle there. Do have a strength 5 tentacles guy to bring into play. I think it makes sense to See what we can do about these skinks. Okay, that's one skink down. What is the best way to do this? I think I'd do this, unfortunately, which I don't really like. I do still get a 3 dice though. Okay, we've got a break tackles are down the bottom of the pitch, so that's probably as good as we can do. Oh boy, it's tense. So yeah, I mean our team might start breaking. But we're just trying to eke our way to halftime and maybe be able to get a touchdown in. We really want to do it on turn 8. But we'll see how turn 7 looks. The strength 2 against tentacles is kind of unlikely to work, so between dodging out of that and then getting the 2 dice against Blitz, he actually had a fairly, I think it's fair to say, a fairly lucky turn now. There's not too much to decide on here, so I kind of would like to think he's not going to take the whole time to do his turn. We're currently 2 off, and he is 1 off. But yeah, this is Bear's dream when he got his tentacles. Yeah, he's got to get a 9+ to succeed against the tentacles here. Okay, so just putting this guy on the ball. Fair enough. And then he's probably going to try the 1 dice surf, because why not? We might go for this one first. Nope. That bonehead is somewhat nice again. Let's see if it matters. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay, so how are we gonna go about this? I think we probably have to do this. Did not really work. That did not really work. Okay, okay. So turn 8 could be interesting here. Hmm. I'm gonna have a long turn thinking now as well. So we have a 4+ right now. I mean, we have a 1 dice there. Okay, the knockdown is nice. Some kind of, nope. Okay. So I think we do this, and I think we have to do this 1 dice, which is really risky, actually. Unless I can get this guy up there. Okay, that does make it a 2 dice now. I guess we will take that push. We'll try this. We got a reroll as well, so I mean, there's no reason not to use it at this stage. I could have used it up here, but I didn't want to reroll into double both downs. Okay, that wasn't that unlikely to fail, to be honest, but I mean to succeed. There's a 4+ twice in a row. But it did fail. It wasn't the most important thing on the turn, so it's okay. So we probably could have found a way to score that turn, but I don't want to give them 2 turns to score, because that's kind of a bit like saying go ahead and score with skinks. Now the risk is we may not be scoring either. Okay, so I guess he's going to chain push this guy. It's going to hit here, chain push this guy into here maybe? Okay, he's still up, which is nice. Okay, what next? Oh, what's this for? Is this just so you can get a blocking on my tackle? Or I guess just to stop this guy being able to come and assist next turn. I guess the Crocs does have a 3 dice. I don't really like the tactical pause. Like, I don't mind a pause. Like, there's no reason to pause now. Like, you can pause like in 20 seconds. I mean, the speed that he's been playing at, that feels like a tactical pause, which is not really in the spirit of thing. Like, he's pausing now, so if he had to go do something so desperate he needed to pause, I think he could have done. I'm not trying to be mean, it's just the timing of it seems weird. Okay. So I guess we will try this. Yeah, we'll try this. And if that doesn't work... No, that won't be pushing. Yeah, I think we do. No, actually it makes more sense to push this way. Okay, there we go. Do I dare try anything else? I don't believe so. There's too much guard going on over here. Oh, we could do this one. Hang on, what am I missing here? 5 against 2. Okay, it's doing that thing again. Just give me a moment. I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm going to actually look into this, because this has happened to us a bunch of times here. And one of these days it's going to cost us, because that should have been... The strength was evened out, we were strength 5, that should be a 3 dice. That's not the first time we've been given a 2 dice, the Minotaur's had it a bunch of times. And it's definitely a problem. Okay, that's good. Alright, so let's set up for the end of the half. Hopefully if he really had something to do, he's had time to do it. Let's see, am I happy with that? Yeah, I think I am. I'll be right back. Okay, so a couple of things to touch on from this half. One was, yeah, I definitely want to look into the dice issue there. That really felt like that should be a 3 dice, and I don't understand what I'm missing. That's the first thing. I don't know if there's something with guard where it doesn't register it, or what it is, but something weird is going on. Second thing is the pause. I know it feels kind of mean to stop the pause, but it's really the circumstances that caused me to do that. Like, he's been taking his full 2 minutes every time and then doing a bunch of stuff in the last few seconds, which makes me think he's trying to, and even when he does a push or something, he will like use almost all the time to keep thinking. Now I understand that, but you have those 2 minutes for that, so I think using the pause, like, the timing felt weird. It was right near the end of the turn. There were some big decisions to be made. And, yeah. If you had something urgent you needed to do, I think you go ahead and spend those 20 seconds doing what you've got to do, and then you pause at the end of the turn. If you'd paused at the end of the turn, at the beginning of my turn, I'd have let it go. Even if it was after everything had moved for him, I think I'd accept that more. But it just felt like a tactical pause, which is kind of like, feels a bit like trying to sort of game the system a bit. I don't know, maybe it's not, but that's just kind of how it was feeling. So he's going for the one turner here. It's pretty doable with Lizards, so let's see how he does. I'm kind of curious on the setup though, I don't understand it. But I think this player knows what they're doing pretty well. Normally when players are that sort of versed in the game, they don't take quite as long as this person's taken to do. So the whole thing's a bit confusing for me, but we'll see. He's moving forward now. The quick snap may have helped him out quite a lot there, because now he only has to go 2 squares. But he has no rerolls, so we just cross our fingers that blocks go wrong, or the actual... Oh boy, he might catch it as well. Okay, he didn't catch it. So in he goes to here, and then in he goes to here. That is not good for him though. He may still be able to salvage it. He does have this guy. If he can bring people around, maybe he can push... Yeah, if he brings people... Well, it's going to be... No, it's not. Yeah, bring this guy around here. Bring one. Needs a guy here. Oh yeah, you don't even need that. He hasn't even blitzed yet. So yeah, it didn't ruin it for him. Okay, it's going pretty well so far, which is a worry. Oh, I do get to intercept, that's... Okay. Alright. Yeah, I mean, that was a good attempt there. Alright, so we're looking solid for at least a draw here. Oh, he's disappeared for a minute. I don't know if I can... Yeah, I can't move anything. We'll see if he comes back. Hopefully he comes back really quickly. If he comes back at the end of the 6 minutes, I'm a bit worried that this could be a sort of mean concede. But we'll see. There's no reason to concede. He's still very much in the game. He's only one skink down. The game's very much on. His team is solid. So I don't know why you would do that. But let's wait and see. Outside of it being an interesting game, I wouldn't be too sad if he didn't return. Because it has been a long one already, even just going to half time. But yeah, I guess while we're waiting... How long do we have? We have like 3 or 4 days left towards the end of the season. So don't know that we're going to get a whole lot more in. As to this game thus far, I think... I was trying to decide who has had the... you know, the best of the luck. I think it's fairly even. There was armor breaks on both sides. I think, if anything, we got armor broken more, but I think, you know, he probably had slightly worse blocks overall, but it went back and forth. We both had some issues, a little bit of issues with our big guys. Didn't do as much armor breaking on, you know, like permanent armor breaking on the skinks as we'd have liked to, so yeah, I think it was a good even half. I think the main thing that went well for us was the ball bobbling to our guy after he got sacked after the wizard. But it was an interesting and I think risky wizard. Not to even try and include the ball carrier in it was fascinating. But yeah, we will see. I guess I can say, so my plan, I guess I could quickly talk about my plan with the videos. My plan with the videos is to do a little bit of back and forth between this and Mordheim for, I don't know, at least for a few days. So hopefully one of these every other day with Mordheim on the off days. So if you enjoy this more, then at least it'll keep coming. It'll just be every other day, which maybe is better. It's a lot to get through. The more time's a bit more of a casual thing, although it can feel very intense because the stuff sneaks up a lot on you in that game. Considering it's just AI, I can't even imagine what it's like playing against humans, where it's a lot less predictable what they're going to do. But yeah, I'm doing that in preparation for Necromunda coming out, as it's made by the same people. Of course, they just announced Blood Bowl 3 now, and it's going to be quite different from the sounds of it. Like, the core of the game is going to hold, which is good, but the teams are changing up quite a bit. Like, a lot of the actual skills are changing up quite a bit. Passing has changed somewhat. So I think it's going to feel very different, which, whilst a little bit scary in the sense of is it going to actually work, is kind of nice from the point of view of, you know, it's just something fresh. Because Blood Bowl is a great game as is, but obviously there is a very set route to do most things, and then a little bit of choice outside of that. So obviously for like these bashy teams, block, guard, mighty blow, sprinkling of tackle, you know, it's the same for all of them. Claw if you're chaos. For the agility teams, it's blodge and sidestep. Not a lot to think about unless you're doing something like us where we've thrown in some you know, some kind of different, a smattering of different skills just for fun. Oh, maybe I should have put our Disturbing Presence Warrior up on the line. I mean, it would have meant he got hit, but it would have put a little zone out to make it more awkward to throw there. So if he doesn't come back... So I think this is a not cool concede here. Like he just shut down his game and said, screw that. Or more specifically, screw you. And yeah, he's gone. Hopefully this does not glitch out on me and it does give us a proper end of game. It's really thinking about it. And this would explain more the record. Considering he knows how to play, the record did seem not as good, but if you're gonna kind of disconnect for this, and if you had to go, there's obviously no reason not to just like hit the concede button and let the other guy kind of get out of the game. I don't know why we're re-rolling that. We don't need the extra money. Okay, so Weasel's leveled up. That's interesting. And Bear has leveled up. Whoa, he's all of a sudden really advancing fast on the next level there. So we didn't really get quite what we'd have want SPP wise out of that game, but it was kind of an interesting game up until that point. It's pity he conceded. Time withstanding. So we do have a level up on Weasel here, and against my better judgment, I did say that we were going to give him a tail. So tail it is. I mean, it does make him even better at his job. We played against, what was it, elves? Played against somebody who just kept getting away from my diving tackle. I think it was when we were playing against dark elves. Tail will make that a lot more frightening. So now he's a really kind of unique setup. The combination of an agility skill and a mutation. Obviously, if he ever gets to the point where he can get block, that will be our next thing, just so he can keep staying up. But as is, it's another mutation on the team, so we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That seems a bit more mutated, doesn't it? Is that how many we got? 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 8. It'll be more if people don't keep dying, obviously, but they do. We've got 1 on each of our warriors, which is that does make me happy. I've tried to stay true to my block guard than a mutation. Stag is doing well with his as well. I don't know really quite what else he would get. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. Sorry that kind of ended up a bit sad there at the end. I guess we'll buy and fire somebody. Well, let's just do it. Let's just do it this way. Yes, and yes, and then 3 cheerleaders. See what our team value is real quick. 1850, nice round 1850. Have just a real fast look at the leaderboard before we, just in case we don't get back to it. Okay, 145. I'll try and do a wrap-up video for these guys this time. Just a quick, like 5 or 10 minute wrap-up at the end of the season, just to kind of look at stuff. Look at a few stats, see how we did, seeing as we've gone in for such a long grind. But that is it for now. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.